Yes, I am on the side of the road by choice, and it's because the sunset is going to be gorgeous. Just left a rally protest at the Walmart at Coors and I-40 Northwest. So at that Walmart, which has a history of not protecting its employees, that particular Walmart is in a very a neighborhood that has affordable housing. Like, it's not gentrified like northern parts of Albuquerque, and so there are more folks and people in that part of our city that are more likely to be on visas, to have refugee status, to be dreamers, and so that's why they pick that area. It's not because there's criminals there, it's purely because there are more brown and black folks who live in that area. So that's the Walmart we were at protesting today. Walmart has the legal authority to say to ICE agents before they come in and tase a worker, is to ask, where is this warrant? Show me the signed warrant. They are supposed to have a warrant signed by a federal judge on them, not a copy, not digitally. They are supposed to have it with them. So to the person who has been posting, and I can't remember which one of the platforms and which one of my accounts, because I have several on each platform, but somebody had the audacity to say that that they don't need to have the ICE agents, number one, who aren't even really ICE agents. They are paid security guards, deputized, or their company has a contract with ICE because they get $1,500. Yes, that's correct. $1,500 a head, a person. Okay, so it doesn't matter to these thugs, these domestic terrorists, whether the person is legal or not legal. They're getting paid either way. And so 70% of the people who are being detained have legal right to be here. They're on visas, they're on work visas, they're on student visas, they're on green cards, they have work permits. They are here legally, 70%, right? If ICE was really concerned about criminals, would they be showing up to ICE hearings, right, to the immigration hearings? Would they be showing up, these folks, to work if they weren't here legally? They're just trying to feed their families and live like the rest of us, and ICE is going after those folks. Now let's say the people, the agriculture industry that historically, always, still to this day, is exploiting labor. So ICE is going out rounding up human beings, but what about the employers? They get off scot-free. They don't get any fines. They're not going to jail, right? So Sam Walton and that whole family, the Walton family, they should all be in jail for the way they exploit their workers. More employees from Walmart are on Medicaid, well, they were, or on government assistance than any other employer in the United States, because Walmart does not pay their employees a livable wage. And now they don't take care of their employees. So I am very much for immigrant rights. I am very, very, very much I live out in the rural area south of Albuquerque, the very, very southwest farthest edge of Albuquerque, where the commercialization is slowly creeping up. So all this land they want to put in apartment complex and who knows, a plaza for, who knows what out here. What we really need is a grocery store of actual groceries, not a Walmart. We don't want a Walmart. We want a grocery store. So I live out here on the edge, out in the wilderness a little bit, and this view, this sunset, Land of the free, home of the brave. Are we really brave? Are we? If we don't stand up for other human beings, are we brave? If we don't ask for warrants before ICE is allowed in, are we brave? Land of the free, who's free? Because we're not free if we don't have due process. And just detaining someone because they fit a profile is not due process. Even immigrants, even people who are here without papers, have the same legal rights that the Constitution affords all of us. Right? When the Pilgrims got here, and they weren't even the first folks on this Turtle Island, from Europe, but let's say the first immigrants that started this country were the Pilgrims. They didn't have any papers when they arrived. Indians had to say, or the natives had to save their butts, or they would have all died in Jamestown. And then let's talk about, have you guys read the book Project 1619? Wow, that is a phenomenal book. You guys should read 1619. So that is when the first enslaved folks arrive on this planet. I'm sorry, on this Turtle Island, and Jamestown, right, starts a year after 1620. So long before 1776, the enslaved were on this Turtle Island, and the natives, of course, were here. The indigenous people were here long before that. The Aztecs, the Mayans, who were talking down south. So before there was Mexico. So before the Spaniards colonized, before the French colonized, before the British colonized this area, there were the indigenous. So indigenous rights, immigrant rights, black rights, brown rights, red people rights, yellow people, whatever. I mean, if you're going to call skin colors, we're just humans. Humans are just humans. We don't have a skin color. We have our morals, our integrity, our how we act, our personalities, right? Who we are. That's how we should be remembered and given a chance, right? When we meet someone, not just by the color of our skin, but by the content of our character. And so, hell yeah, I'm out protesting for immigrant rights, not just because I'm a birthright citizen. My mother was on here on a visa, student visa, when she married my father. She's now naturalized citizen. She was, on green cards, she had residency, right? Went through that whole process to become a legal citizen. She cried. I remember when we went to the hearing, she cried. I cried and cried, relinquishing her rights. We've tried to help her get her dual citizenship and get her Dutch West Indian rights back, her passport. I know it's a cause of pain to have lost her country, to lost her people. And I'm an immigrant's daughter. My father is a first-generation American on the Viking side. His people, my grandmother, told stories of crossing with her mother and father and brothers across South Dakota in covered wagons, out of Canada, so to Minnesota. So we got immigrants on both sides, and got enslaved and got enslavers. Humans. No one is illegal on stolen land, and no human is illegal.